Thank you. Jonathan.
Yeah, well said, Richard. And maybe when you're talking about civil societies, maybe we need to be a little less civil and do a little more hell-raising. But anyway, it's an honor to be here, that aside. And usually I enjoy speaking before lunch where my words or our words might possibly influence behavior a touch. But since we were after lunch, I had my minions take some pictures, and they're going to be posting those with the hashtag, "There's nothing sustainable about wasting food." So look for that on Twitter and Facebook. I'm just kidding.
Is that to put us at ease?
Yeah. Do you feel relaxed? Well, what's done is done, Richard. No, I'm totally kidding. I don't have minions, and that's a terrible hashtag.
He does have pictures, though.
I do have a few. I got interested in food waste 10 years ago in this very city, down the street at DC Central Kitchen. So it's incredibly encouraging to see all this action on food waste, to see the Milan Protocol pushing for a 50% reduction by 2020. And that kind of ambitious goal is just so fabulous, and to me is cause for optimism. And I think we in the United States need to look abroad, unfortunately, for inspiration, because there's so much more action happening there in the EU, in private companies like Barilla, and also in member states individually. But the change on food waste is coming. I think, as we heard yesterday in the panel, there's a tremendous amount of action, and really it's just a question of where we see the change happening and whether or not we can hone and focus and accelerate that change. When you think about growing food or cooking food and not using it, that idea is so nonsensical, it's just silly. And unfortunately, that's the norm in this country, where 40% of our food isn't used. So getting away from that, reducing the amount of food that we are wasting is not a radical idea by any stretch of the imagination. Quite the opposite, it's a reactionary idea, or possibly a conservative one, going back to doing things the way we used to. And so, as I mentioned before, things are going to change. They are changing at present, but what I would hope that we in this room can do is try to be change agents and push for a faster change. And we really need to accelerate those actions, because we can't keep cutting down the rainforest. We can't just keep producing more and more and more to try to solve hunger. We need to be smarter about how we produce food and then try to redistribute the amount we have. And to put it in fairly simple terms, we have enough food, 4 times as much as we need, to feed everyone on this planet. And it's just a matter of figuring out the details from here on out.